So where people get stuck is we create stories of our identity. And right now in our culture, we are obsessed with identity. Hilarity. I would like to suggest for anyone, try it on for size, that when you leave your meat suit, you are not a race, you are not a religion, you are not a sex, you are not a color, whatever the fuck else we want to identify with. None of that comes with you. Now, the experiences you gain from that do, but not your identity to any of those things. But man, we want to camp on them right now in our society. And I know why. We're in an existential crisis. We don't know what to believe. We don't know who to believe in or what to believe in. So then we really start doubling down on our story of identity, which has a beautiful end, I think, but it will come to an end.
What is dream interpretation?
It's a fascinating question. Dreams, as far as I can tell, and I've studied a decent amount of it. Carl Jung, who was a protege of Freud, did a decent amount of dream interpretation, understanding dreams. As far as I could tell, from a neurological standpoint, dreams are one of the ways your brain purges or defrags, right? So if you think about a computer defragging, dreams are one of the ways that your mind defrags, which is why when you have dreams, the number one thing that I try to help my clients with, especially if it's a dream that's particularly disturbing or stands out to them, the question I'll ask them is, the number one question is, what was the predominant emotional experience you had through this dream? And then when you woke up, what was the predominant emotional experience that lingered? That, for me, has been a better tool or more helpful in understanding what the human experience is versus trying to interpret why they're walking across a bridge and a whale goes underneath them and above them is a jet and like all these like random imagery. As far as I could tell from that, there's layers to dreams, but that is mostly designed to help you defrag, which is why REM sleep, for anybody who tracks QS data, right, is so important because that's the dream state. And REM seems to help your brain purge and help you clean up your emotional state. And so anything you didn't process or things you didn't process, your brain can then go do while you're sleeping. You can also, as we're expressed in multiple realities and multiple infinite realities, you can also exist in a dream state where you, while your body sleeps, you get to go play, which a lot of us enjoy doing. It's like, hey, the body's sleeping, let's go. Because you, as an infinite being, don't have zero desire, don't have a need to sleep. You don't need to sleep. So sometimes you can bounce around and people do lucid dreaming or walk about or leave their body, astral travel. And those are fun things that you can do that are generally considered dream states as well. Sounds like you can get detached from your physical body somehow.
So that would, again, support the theory that we're separate from our physical body.
We are more than our physical body. Our physical body would be an expression of us, but we are expressed in infinite realities. So you could, in theory then, be expressed, like, I have a 6-month-old son, Jackson, and for me, it's a joy to watch as his spirit creates this physical body that he's living in and is learning how to interface in this rule, in this realm, based on the rules of this realm. So he's learning how to use his hands, his feet. He's learning how to communicate. But what was there from day one is an intense desire to connect. That is spirit, eye-to-eye contact. And it's beautiful when we travel with him. He just makes eye contact, heavy eye contact with people. And I've seen people cry. I've seen people laugh. It's like, well, why? Because there's a deep spiritual being that inherently knows how to do that, but is still learning how to use the meat suit, right? And so because of the density of this realm, as far as I understand, your spirit kind of drips in, not all at one time. And that starts while you're still in the womb. It starts to just as you kind of acclimatize.
Like downloading. Or uploading.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a great way of expressing it.
Have you ever seen someone die?